Hello everyone. Today our topic is hydrogen. Hydrogen gas, that is chapter 6. You know, hydrogen can be placed in periodic table either in group 1A or group 7A because there are many properties of hydrogen resemble to group alkali metals. So hydrogen can be placed in group 1A, like hydrogen can form H plus ions, positive ion, like alkali metals. And there are many properties of hydrogen which resemble with the properties of group 7A, like halogen nonmetals. Halogen can form halide mononegative elements. Similarly, hydrogen also can form hydride. Also, there are other properties similar to halogen. Now, the scientist Henry Cavendish, he first discovered hydrogen and he named hydrogen as inflammable air because hydrogen can burn in air with pale blue flame. But later scientist Lavoisier named the gas as hydrogen. Now, preparation of hydrogen. Hydrogen can be prepared from different compounds like water, because water contains hydrogen. Different acids like HCl, H2SO4, these acids contain hydrogen. Or different alkalis like sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxides, these alkalis contain hydrogen. So by replacing these hydrogens, hydrogen gas can be formed, and hydrogen can be replaced from these compounds with the help of different metals. And towards this displacement, different metals have different reactivity. So we will first see the activity series of metals. Now, what is activity series of metals? The metals are placed in a series according to their decreasing reactivity. This is the activity series of metal. This is the activity series. You can see here at the top of the series there is potassium, at the bottom of the series there is aurum, and all the metals are placed here according to their decreasing reactivity. If you proceed down the series, the reactivity decreases. So here all the metals and at one position you can see there is hydrogen. Though hydrogen is here non-metal, but it is placed in activity series because hydrogen can form positive ions like metal. Now the metals remain above hydrogen. The metals above hydrogen that can replace hydrogen from the compounds like water or the acids or alkalis. But the metals below hydrogen, being less reactive, they cannot replace hydrogen or from water or acids. Now if you see their comparative activity, potassium being very much reactive, potassium reacts very vigorously with water to form potassium hydroxide alkali, and hydrogen is here removed. Hydrogen gas is evolved with this, very large amount of heat is produced here. So the reaction is very much exothermic reaction. They have produced hydrogen that burns in presence of air with lilac flame. Generally hydrogen burns in air with pale blue flame, but here lilac flame is observed because with hydrogen there is also some potassium vapor, and potassium burns in air with formation of purple flame. Lilac means pale purple, so here hydrogen burns with lilac flame. Now sodium can also displace hydrogen from water, but here in this case sodium being less reactive than potassium, so this reaction is less vigorous than that reaction. Here also this reaction is exothermic, but the heat produced is less, and hydrogen produced burns with golden yellow flame because sodium burns with golden yellow flame. Calcium being less reactive, this reaction is here less vigorous. Here also hydrogen produced and we get calcium hydroxide alkali. Magnesium being less reactive, here potassium, sodium, calcium, those react with cold water, whereas magnesium being less reactive, it does not react with cold water. Here we have to take boiling water to produce hydrogen along with magnesium hydroxide. Whereas magnesium reacts with steam, more drastic condition than boiling water, that is magnesium reacts with steam to produce hydrogen. This reaction is more vigorous because here we are using more drastic condition and here magnesium oxide is produced. Aluminium being less reactive, it can only react with steam, it does not react with boiling water. It reacts with steam to form at 800 degree to form alumina and hydrogen gas is evolved. And for zinc being less reactive, cold zinc cannot react with steam, so here we have to use hot zinc. Zinc oxide and hydrogen is produced. For iron being much more less reactive, much less reactive than zinc, so here we have to use red hot iron, that is the iron should be very much heated, not only hot, that here we have to use red hot iron that reacts with steam to produce ferrosoferric oxide Fe3O4 and hydrogen. So you can see here, for the if we proceed down the series, we have to use more and more drastic condition to produce hydrogen. Whereas lead being very much less reactive, it cannot react with water to produce hydrogen, whereas copper, mercury, silver, aurum, they do not react with water. They cannot replace hydrogen from water as they are placed below hydrogen, so they cannot replace hydrogen. Now these reactions can also be considered as redox reaction. Here the metal, say take example of this reaction, here the metal iron that is oxidized, that is from metal we get the corresponding metal oxide or hydroxide, that is oxide is added to metal, we know addition of oxygen, that is oxidation. So metal gets oxidized to corresponding oxide or hydroxide, whereas from water oxygen is removed, we know removal of oxygen or addition of hydrogen, that is reduction. As here removal of oxygen takes place, so water gets reduced to hydrogen. So this is reduction and metal is oxidized to hydrogen, to metal oxide, this is oxidation. Here metal is helping to reduce the water to hydrogen, so metal here is reducing agent. So if we go down the series, if we proceed down the series, then the reducing power of the metal decreases, that is potassium is the most reducing agent, whereas aurum is the least reducing agent. Reducing power decreases, that is the metal present at the top of the series, they can be oxidized easily, whereas the metal at the bottom of the series, they can be reduced easily. That is the metals present at the top of the series, they can easily form their corresponding positive ion, that is they are very much electropositive. So electropositivity also decreases down the group. So metals at the top of the series, they are very much electropositive, they can form easily their positive ions. So the potassium, sodium, calcium, magnesium, those metal can form very strong bond with negative ions, so their oxides are very much stable. Potassium, sodium, calcium, magnesium, aluminium oxides are very much stable because these are very much electropositive elements, so to remove metal from their oxides it is very difficult. Whereas zinc oxide, lead oxide, these are less stable, so we can get the metal from their oxide by reduction. Zinc oxide can be reduced by coke, this is coke carbon, and we get zinc. Whereas lead oxide being less stable than zinc, lead oxide can be reduced by other reducing agent like carbon monoxide or hydrogen to produce the lead, whereas zinc oxide being more stable than lead oxide. It can be reduced only by coke. Coke is higher reducing agent than carbon monoxide or hydrogen. Whereas mercury oxide, silver oxide, as these are very much less electropositive, so their oxides are very less stable. So by simple heating we get the corresponding metals. And similarly, when they can replace and if we see here the when the hydrogen, during the hydrogen production, the magnesium, aluminium and zinc, these reactions do not proceed. After some time these reactions will be stopped, because here the magnesium oxide, alumina or zinc oxide, those form make coating over the metal. So the metals cannot come further in contact with steam, so the reaction will stop after some time. And for iron this reaction is reversible, so we have to remove here hydrogen from the system, from the chamber, such that the reaction proceed in the forward direction. Now to remove hydrogen from the corresponding acids like HCl, H2SO4, potassium, sodium, calcium being very much reactive, they form explosion when they react with HCl, H2SO4. They are not used to form hydrogen from HCl or H2SO4. Whereas magnesium, aluminium, zinc, this can form vigorous reaction with HCl or H2SO4, but these reactions are non-explosive. So these metals can be used to generate hydrogen from HCl or H2SO4, but here magnesium is expensive, so it is not used. Aluminium, for aluminium, when aluminium reacts with HCl or H2SO4, then aluminium chloride or aluminium sulfate is formed, which makes coating over aluminium. So after some time the reaction will stop, so aluminium is not used. Here the preferred metal is the zinc metal to produce hydrogen. Zinc react with HCl to form zinc chloride or zinc sulfate, so zinc is the preferred metal. Iron can also form hydrogen from HCl, but here heating is necessary. So for because iron less reactive, so due to heating with hydrogen other impurities also are formed. So this is not the preferred reaction. Lead also can replace hydrogen, because lead remains in activity series before hydrogen, above hydrogen. So lead can replace also hydrogen, but here lead chloride or lead sulfate form, we know these are insoluble salts, so these make coating over lead, so the reaction will stop after some time. So for the preparation of hydrogen from acids, zinc is the preferred metal. Now there are some metals like zinc, lead or aluminium which can produce hydrogen from the alkalis like sodium hydroxide or potassium hydroxide. Zinc reacts with sodium hydroxide to form sodium zincate. Lead reacts with sodium hydroxide to form sodium plumbite. Aluminium reacts with sodium hydroxide in presence of water to form sodium meta-aluminate. But when aluminium reacts with fused sodium hydroxide, then sodium aluminate is formed, Na3AlO3. In all the cases, hydrogen gas is evolved. So these reactions are very much important reaction for examination purpose. Now zinc oxide, lead oxide, aluminium oxide, these are called amphoteric oxides because they have both the acidic as well as both the basic character. Zinc oxide can react with HCl acid, then it is acting as base to form the corresponding salt zinc chloride and water. And zinc oxide also can react with alkali like sodium hydroxide, then it acts as acid to form sodium zincate, that is the salt and water. So similarly lead oxide and alumina also, so these are amphoteric oxides. Okay, thank you.